Hey YouTube, this is Jennifer and today is April 24th, 2013 and this is my 13-week vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. And yesterday made 3 months since my surgery, and I usually make a video for that, so I'm going to just do both of them at the same time. My highest weight before surgery was 274 pounds. And last month when I did my 2-month video, I weighed 228.2 pounds. Last week when I did my 12-week video, I weighed 215.2, and today I weigh 212 pounds. So that means I have lost 16.2 pounds since last month, 3.2 pounds since last week, and 62 pounds altogether. So I'm really happy with that. Last week and the week before, I think I lost like 2.4 pounds each, and I was kind of hoping for a bigger loss this week, and I got it. 3.2 pounds, so I'm really excited about that. I have 87 pounds to go to reach my ultimate goal of 125. And that's pretty exciting because I started out needing to lose 150 pounds, and now I only need to lose 87 pounds. So, I'm almost at my next mini goal of reaching Wonderland. I think I need to lose a little over 12 pounds to get there, and when I get there, that will also be 75 pounds lost, halfway there. And I forgot to mention this last week when I made my video, but when I get to 199, I will also be I won't be considered morbidly obese anymore. I'll just be considered obese. Won't that be cool? I've never been so excited to be obese. So maybe within the next 3 weeks, if I keep losing the way I am right now, I might reach that. So I'm really excited about that. I did my measurements because I do that once a month, and I'm just going to tell you what I've lost where. I did not lose any more off my neck. I don't really think I have a lot more to lose there. I lost 1 inch from my chest and 1 inch from my arms. I remember last month I was talking about wishing that I would lose some from my arms because I didn't lose anything last month from my arms. But this time I lost 1 inch, but they're still really big. I've been doing weights, so you can see I have muscle definition there, but you know, down here it's just still really flabby, and I'm doing weights for that area too, but it's just, I guess since there's so much there, it's taken a while for it to be noticeable. But my little boy, he's 7 years old, and he loves to do that. He's crazy. He's just as crazy as I am, I think. Okay, so from my waist, I have lost 2 inches since last month. And from my hips, I have lost 2 3/4 inches since last month. From my thigh, I have lost 2 inches. And from my calf, I have lost 1/4 of an inch since last month. So altogether, since last month, I've lost 9 inches. And since the very beginning, I have lost 35 1/4 inches altogether. Altogether, I have lost 1 1/4 inches from my neck. I have lost 6 inches from my chest. I've lost 2.5 inches from my arm. And I have lost 7.5 inches from my waist, 8.5 inches from my hips, 8 inches from my thigh, and 1.5 inches from my calf. And that's really awesome. But it's also really sad to look at my original measurements from before I lost any weight, And to look at my thigh, it was 35 inches. I remember when I was in high school, my hips were 38 inches. And just to think that before I lost any weight, my thigh was almost as big as my hips were back then. It's really sad to think that I allowed myself to get to that point. But it's slowly going down, so I'm really happy that of the changes that I'm making. This is awesome, and I would never change it. I'm so happy I did this surgery. I wouldn't go back and undo it. I haven't been exercising still yet. I'm still doing the 4-mile walk with Leslie Sansone that I was talking about last week, and I've done it almost every day. I think I'm gonna start alternating between that and the 3-mile walk that I was doing before. Only because the 3-mile walk has the weights in it, which she uses a stretchy band, but I don't like the stretchy band. I use my 5-pound weights, and the 4-mile walk doesn't have that in it. So I'm thinking that I may just alternate between the two. Like one night do one and the next night do the other. The 3-mile with the weights in it is really helping my arms, and then the 4-mile has the jogging in it, and it's really, I can tell it in my calves. I feel so much stronger. It's almost impossible to express how that feels, to feel strong. My legs were so weak before because I had so much weight to carry around, and I just felt so weak, and I couldn't carry myself. And to feel strong, there is no way to describe how good that feels. I can move around so much better, and I can walk upstairs better. And last week there was a function at my daughter's school, and we were in the auditorium, and it slants, and I was walking up, and before surgery I would have been out of breath. I would have been having to go really slow. But I mean, I just walked right up there, and I felt so strong. And I've said this so many times, but it really feels like I'm emerging from a marshmallow. I mean, seriously, I felt like I was encumbered, like there was just this big marshmallow on top of me, that I was just inside of it, and I couldn't get out. And now I'm just emerging. I know it sounds weird, but that's how I feel. There's something really cool that I noticed. Yesterday I was sitting on the porch, and I just looked down, and I noticed that my hands were resting on my lap. And I thought, that looks so odd, and I wondered why. And I realized that it's because I didn't have a lap before. Used to be my hands would rest on my stomach like a pregnant lady, and there was no lap, just barely my knees would stick out. And now I have a lap. Maybe I should put that picture in here. I took a picture of it. But I have a lap. My hands just naturally fall, when I'm just sitting there on my lap. And I can cross my legs now, which is really cool. It's so cool. Before surgery, I play guitar. And before surgery, I couldn't hardly play it because when I would sit up, there was nowhere to put it. You're supposed to rest it on your lap. And I couldn't, because when I would sit up to play it, there was no lap. It was really frustrating. But now I have no problems with that. So, I'm still eating about an ounce at a time. And I'm wondering if this is normal. I don't think I have anything wrong with me, but I was thinking that by this stage I would be eating more than this, but I'm not really complaining because it's helping me lose weight faster. But depending on what it is, I'm usually eating about an ounce, maybe a little bit more. Like for breakfast, I eat about a half of an egg, scrambled with cheese in it, a little bit of cheese, and a half of a piece of bacon. That's usually what I have for breakfast, and that fills me up very well. Sometimes I don't measure that. I just know a half of an egg and a half of a piece of bacon, and that does it. I know when I'm full. You know, I've heard some people say that they can't tell when they're full, or they say, how do you know when you're full? But I have no problems knowing when I'm full. When I'm full, I feel full. You know, it happens really quick. And another thing is, I'm not eating slow enough. I find myself eating just like I did before surgery, just eating normally, and I need to slow down. And I'm not taking my vitamins like I should. I need to start taking those again. I'm supposed to take Flintstone vitamin in the morning and in the evening. That's what they told me. They said any kind of chewable vitamin, Flintstones was fine, they said. So, and I was doing that religiously, but I stopped doing it, and I need to get back into it. I haven't been taking my biotin, and I don't want my hair to fall out, so I really need to get back into that tomorrow. So I guess I could do it now. As soon as I get finished with this video, I'll take that. But I think that's all. Can't think of anything else. I do need to do a body shot, because I do that when I do my monthly videos. So I'm going to do that now. Before I do that, I want to say that this shirt that I'm wearing is a 3X, and it's too big for me. So I think it makes me look bigger than I am. But I'm going to try to hold it tighter to me or something, or pull it up so you can see how big I really am. Okay, I gotta do this, and I need to turn that light on so that, let's see. Okay, this is from the front. So that's my body shot at 3 months. And behind me you see my homeschool classroom, and I just pushed everything out of the way to make room for me to stand back there. And so if you were wondering what that was all about. Okay, I think that's all I have for this video. I may add some pictures at the end. So that's all I have. So I will see you next week. Bye.